every day across America. Excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
All right, Mahoney drops back, pass is complete, and he bounces it off 40, or almost to the 45-yard line.
Like I was talking to you, Kyle, that was a great scene that we just saw right here. Great slant route made, great pass made by Mahoney, fitting it in between two defenders. Keeping his confidence up like you talked about is something strongly we're going to have to see today.
Yeah, as I was talking about earlier, you don't have to do a fly route every play. You don't have to throw it 30 yards every play. The running game's not working. Don't put your pressure on your quarterback by calling 25-yard pass plays. A nice little slant route. I like to see that. And as we see here, that's a nice play. Now we're at a short third down here. Very manageable, 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3 now. Ball is at the 46-yard line, where Mahoney's lined up in the shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers, 1 man in the backfield. Military's going to blitz. Mahoney's going to take it out to the outside, and he appears to be short of the first down.
Now I know it was a 3rd and 3, very manageable, very short yardage, but the passing game was working for you. Shouldn't you probably throw another pass there, Mike?
I feel like they could have, Kyle. These corners were playing up. The linebackers are playing close. That slant route was really open, and also where the screen plays. And your running backs are running hard, and so are the wide receivers. Keep giving them a chance. Keep giving them a rhythm. Keep them in the game. Make them stay in tune. Because I'm telling you, we're going to need them as this game gets going along. Because that running game, somebody's going to turn one-dimensional. And you don't want it to have to be your passing game, because it's hard to win a game on just trying to run the ball every play.
And the ball's going to be down at about the 20-yard line. Good punt by Ringes.
Down by the Cats on the 20-yard line. Bulldogs will take over on the 20. Ladies and gentlemen, stand by. We will be announcing the contestants for the
and
field goal
so,
challenge.
with 13 minutes and 37 seconds remaining, your score is Georgia Military 7, College of DuPage 6.
You sure you don't want some? It's chamomile. Listen, you are extremely terrifying. Just the scariest undead subhuman thing on TV, and I really mean that. But I am worried that you could give my kids nightmares if they see you, so I'm gonna have to block you. So that's it. Oh, and tell the zombies they're blocked too.
Yeah, as we're back here, 13:37 remaining here in the second quarter as COD trails 7-6. Great defensive battle right here as both defenses, it started off kind of shaky where it was 6-0 COD and then Georgia Military 77-yard run, but defense has really played strong here in the last 15 minutes of play.
And the pass was complete to number 82, Julian Williams.
Gain of about 8 there.
Gain of 8 on the play. 2nd and 2 now coming up. Ball is at the 29-yard line.
Yeah,
and Kyle, you can just hear the frustration coming out of Coach Passarella's voice down the sideline.
Yeah, he's not too happy with the defense there. They were playing. The pass defense was so strong all day, and then a nice, easy. Can't get easier there than Herman on that 8-yard play, and now another nice pass. And here goes Georgia Military. That quarterback Herman, he's getting a rhythm. Some short passing plays, and COD is going to have to barrel down here and get a stop.
Williams in motion. Herman in the shotgun hands it off to Brown to the outside. He gets a little bit of hole. And he's taken down at about the 40-yard line.
Number 9, Jordan Brown.
Tavares Wade was the one who made the tackle.
13:02 remaining here in the second quarter, and as Georgia Military keeps driving here, 2nd and 3. The defense has played strong here today, Eric, but the offense has only gotten 6 points. Can this defense of COD stay strong and keep holding the offense, or are we eventually going to see that defense eventually break down?
And pass was complete to Williams. Well,
pass complete to
it's going to be a first down and 10, and Herman seems like he's getting in a rhythm here.
Mike, we talked in the pregame show about the heat. Seems like it's getting a little hotter. What does that do to the players? What happens when these players start to get a little dehydrated? How does that show on the field, and how do you try to deal with that as a player? You were a strong safety, especially at the safety position.
It really gets hard with it, Kyle. You start putting your hands on your waist. You really start getting lazy with your calls, and the lack of communication starts to become a factor. And you really can't have that happen, as you can kind of see right now. That COD's really staying in. It looks like they're in very good shape, really still playing hard. They have a lot of liquids on the sideline. As you can see, there's water bottles. There's a lot of big jugs, a lot of hoses for players to be able to hose themselves down and get a lot of fluids in them. And I really feel like it's the same side for the Bulldogs, but I'm telling you, on this field, on this turf, it is hot, and these players have to stay communicated with off the field with the coaches and just with each other to make sure they can be able to play strong. And that's a strong tackle right there by the strong safety, number 5, Thad Little, a great safety right there. He's coming from Grand Valley. He is a bounce back from Grand Valley University. Played strong safety there too. Was a great factor there. He is coming here and made a great impact for College of DuPage.
Number 9, Chuck T.
And so they 3rd down and 4 now. Ball is at the 43-yard line. Herman lines up in the shotgun formation. Number 22, Treshawn Coakley enters the game. Herman drop back, and then he drops the pass as number 86. Keenan Lewis fell down on the play.
That was a great slant route right there, ran by the Georgia Military Bulldogs. It just wasn't put in the right spot. He should have threw it in front of him, kept him leading where he was going so he could keep his momentum, but he threw it a little bit behind. That's what happens with timing plays when you try to look and read a defense that disguises very well with what they're doing with College of DuPage. Our defensive coordinator at College of DuPage, Coach Scott, is a very smart man. He really knows how to disguise his defenses, and the players love him and trust him and really get into what he does.
And there's the punt. It's a line drive kick. It's going to be up in the air, and it looks like it's going to take a military bounce, and it's going to land in the end zone for a touchback, as a bunch of Bulldogs were swarming in on the ball, but it just trickled off their hands.
Scott Scuteris, the defensive coordinator here, and great play call. You're listening to a live broadcast of COD football for Villa Park Television.
Today, 1 out of every 4 American kids is Hispanic. That means many of the future doctors who will care for us, the engineers who will build our cities, the scientists and entrepreneurs of our country can be your kids. We all know how hard it is for you to send them to college. This is why we want you to know you are not alone. And every day more people support you to make it happen. Many support you. And the Hispanic Scholarship Fund helps you prepare, plan, and pay for your kids' college education. HSF.net.
The DuPage comes back on the field, and they're looking to find some answers. They seem to be moving the ball well, but this is something similar that we saw on the first game of the season against Northeastern Oklahoma A&M, where it took a little while to rev the lawnmower up.
Yeah, and Mike talked about it earlier. Scott Scuteris, the defensive coordinator for COD, doing a great job. Let's see if the offense can put some points on the board. It doesn't seem like they're going to need a lot, because the COD defense is playing just great today.
Great to the outside. Out of bounds at 25-yard line, but a flag is down.
That just seems, you know what a flag is on a play like that? It just seems to be like the flu. You just can't get rid of it. just a holding.
Definitely right there, Kyle. And looks like we have a new quarterback in. Zach Mahoney's probably out taking a breather. But I'm going to tell you, this new quarterback we have in is electric. This is another bounce back, D1 bounce back from Purdue University. This man, number 7, if I can get his name said correctly, Aloysius Gray. I'm telling you, this is an elusive quarterback. He's about 6'2", 220 pounds, really has an arm on himself and really has some legs when he wants to get out in the open and run. Maybe we can see a little bit of excitement from him with some play calling and with him how he leads the team on this series for the offense.
Well, Gray lines up in the shotgun formation with 4 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, 1 running back in the backfield. Gray takes it to the outside himself, and he's wrapped up at about the 10-yard line.
Number 91, Covington Devontae was sitting right there, ready for that play to happen. Really took care of his responsibility, keeping outside contained. Great defensive end play right there for him. Made a great impact right there for the Bulldogs. Really keep COD back on a 2nd and 20 for this set of downs right here. Let's see if COD will come out with the pass with Zach Mahoney back in the offense.
Mahoney in the shotgun formation. And a flag is down. That's going to be a false start, as it looked like number 80, Justin Bastida, backed up a little bit.
Yeah, you can't see that, Eric. Sloppy play here. False start. Got a holding, a false start. Right now, that offense, it's the flu. The penalties, they just can't seem to go away right now. Let's see if they can recuperate here and stop with the sloppy play, because you just can't have penalties, especially this deep in your own end. Let's see if they can get some positive yard here, help out your punter, give him some room so he's not deep inside his own area when you have to punt.
Or better yet, Kyle, get some decent yardage. Pistol formation. 3 wide receivers out. There's a snap. And he's going to be wrapped up in the end zone, and he just gets it out to the 1 yard line. Oh, nice little move by Perez. It's still going to be a loss on the play.
That should have been a safety. Perez, great power. That was all strength right there. Great job there by Perez. How do you do that as a running back when there's 2 guys on you, you're in your own end zone, and you find a way to get 2 more yards to make sure you don't get a safety?
Boy, that is called keeping your shoulders low and moving your feet. That's all hard right there, and that's what I love to see right there. Not wanting to take no plays out on you. Don't want anything to happen to your team. At least get it back out on the 1. Give your offense one more chance to try to make something happen. If you have to go to a punt, oh well, at least you're not stuck back at your own 1 yard line.
Mahoney in the shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers. He switches Martin Perez to his right.
Jeez.
And
delay a game on the chaps.
And to delay a game, it's going to be a half the distance to the goal. 3rd and 29. The Chaparrals are off to an amazingly rough start. Coach Pass cannot be too happy with that.
Yeah, when you have penalties like this, you're playing with fire, and eventually you're going to get burned, because if that false start happens when you're in your own territory, in your own end zone, that's a safety, my friends.
Mahoney takes it up. And he gets it, and Perez moves it up to about the 3 yard line.
And if COD wins this game, Perez is going to get one of the game balls, because that was just all heart, all strength, making sure he was hit in the end zone twice on that drive, and he found a way to get 2 extra yards to make sure his team did not get a safety against.
And Austin Ridges is going to be tested here as he's punting in the back of his end zone. And they cannot oversnap this, or it will be a safety.
You can't at all, Eric, and I'm telling you, that was a good safe play. I like that we did run the ball there. Understand you don't want any kind of interceptions or nothing like that, but I'm happy, like you said, Kyle, the heart of Perez, getting that ball, keeping it out of the end zone so no safeties happen.
Oh, and an awful punt.
That does not help at all.
That was just an awful punt at about the 15 yard line.
15, didn't it? It went only. Oh, wait. It didn't even go about 5 yards, but we will come back right here to College Game Day at College DuPage.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
And we're back as interesting placement there by the official. I thought the ball went out at the 15 at the very most, Eric.
I'd probably say you're correct. They said it looked like the 16, but nevertheless they put it at the 10.
That's just crucial yardage there. Goes for 5 yards, can mean the difference between a field goal and a touchdown. And he gained 6 yards, so that puts them inside the 5 instead of inside the 10, Eric.
Yeah, I mean, it's not good. I mean, COD is pretty cool with it at the 30, but when you're backed up with your back against the end zone, it's hard. It makes things hard on the defense. I mean, the offense is making the D work today. I mean, Coach Pass is trying to get all the adjustments he can, but there's only so much Coach Passarella can do.
Second and goal at the 3. As Hammer takes the snap, I formation here. Looks like a running play, and it is. Run right at the middle, and it's stuffed by COD. Nice job there, getting penetration to the line, Eric, and holding him to no gain.
That was number 10, Brian Hansard, was able to come out and make that play. There's a no gain on the play. It's going to be a 3rd down and goal now.
The defense is going to have to play really close up to the line. I'm telling you, you know who they're giving the ball to. They're giving it to number 2, the Auburn commit. The bounce back from Auburn and the Auburn commit now. And I'm telling you, he's running the ball hard and just stuck it in the end zone for a Bulldog touchdown. Number 2 for Georgia Military, Robinson Javon, running back. He's a big boy, 6 foot at 225. This boy is a wrecking ball, and he's just showed himself today, getting the touchdown of his first touchdown today.
And yep, the little scoot in by Javon Robinson as the Chaparrals find themselves down 13-6 pending the extra point. That missed field goal earlier is really nagging them. And it's up and it's good. So, with 7 minutes and 26 seconds remaining here in the second quarter, your score is College of DuPage 6, Georgia Military 14.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Field goal challenge. Please join us at the north end of the press.
All right, and we are back here at Bob McDougall Stadium, 14-6. Georgia Military currently has the lead as they're about to kick it off to the Chaparrals to continue the second quarter. Mike, what have you seen so far in this game that's really impressed you about this DuPage team?
What really impressed me, Eric, is the excitement that they came out onto the field. Knowing it's a homecoming game, knowing who they're playing against, know the opponent they're playing against is very liked in the NJCAA community, especially in the football realm. I love it that they're playing on their toes, they're ready to go, ears are pinned back. But I'm telling you, the best thing that they have to do is just keep clicking. Don't get your heads down. Don't put your heads down or nothing. Believe in each other and stay trustworthy.
And he gets a hole as he's wrestled down at about the 35-yard line. Good return by number 20, Martin Perez.
Great return right there. You saw that he was kind of doing a little jog from the start. Did you see that, Kyle? And then he found a hole and he bursted through it. I'm telling you, that hesitation might work because they're going to need something flashy going into the end of the start of the second half.
Zach Mahoney has been the guy of the offense, but today it's Martin Perez that's really been leading this team thus far. Great job on that run, finding his hole, being patient. Good job there by Perez. We'll see if the offense can do something, at least get a first down here to try to pin back that Georgia Military defense in case you have to punt, because right now they've just been punting deep in their own zone.
4 wide receivers, Mahoney in the shotgun formation, 1 man in the backfield. There's the snap. Play action fake. Mahoney's got time. He throws a bomb, and it's incomplete. Marquez Beeks was the intended receiver on the play.
Yeah, that was a good job there by the safeties, not trying to be bit on those little double moves there. Just stayed back on it. Nice job there by the safeties of Georgia Military. The Bulldogs are playing good defensively, and like you said, Eric, that extra point miss is really hurting now, because now to tie this game, COD needs a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Mahoney in the shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers. There's the snap. Short pass complete to number 85, that's Krishan Cleaver, and he's wrapped up immediately at the 37-yard line. Number 6. That was Devontae Freeman was the one to take him down.
Devontae Freeman, nice hit there. Mike, we've seen hard hitting all day. We just saw a COD player lose his helmet there. How does when you're a COD player on offense and you see this happening, do you get a little intimidated when you see your player lose his helmet like that on a hard hit?
Regina Brantley, please.
Me, just coming from a defensive side of the ball, loving to knock helmets off. I don't really say you get intimidated, but you do get nervous because this is a dangerous game. And when helmets go flying, you do want to just try to take caution of, like, the referees at least, you have to blow your whistle early so nobody else comes in and something happens. There's a nice little pass screen play. Another hard hit right there for number 34. Christian Ellis caught the ball right there with no gain, but it's okay. You know, they're still doing all right. Looks like the punt team will come out for us again for COD, but like you said, Kyle, hard hits are coming very high rate in this game. The refs have to stay on it, have a quick whistle, but at least let these players keep playing to their capability, but to where no one gets hurt, because this game can be a dangerous game if it gets out of hand.
Austin Ranger is going to punt the ball away here to Georgia Military. I didn't agree with that call. I think COD needs to start taking shots down the field. And there's a beautiful punt. He seems to have redeemed himself. And the ball was loose as number 10, Brian Hansard, went right into him, just shattered the helmet right off.
That was a great hit by Brian Hansard. Came in low, came in, put his helmet right on the ball, knocked the ball loose. It looked like the Bulldogs had got it back. But we were going to take a quick break and come back on College Game Day at College DuPage.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
And we are back here at Bob McDougall Stadium, where the offense of Georgia Military is going to line up at about the 33-yard line. DuPage's D has been playing well today. The special teams have been iffy today, as they missed an extra point and then they had one of the worst punts I have ever seen.
They did, Eric, but I love how Coach Foster has gotten this team ready, Eric. It's been an amazing thing to see how he has come in and really made an impact. It looks like Javon Robinson has taken the ball out, about a 5-yard gain right there for on the first down. A great run by him. But I love how Coach Foster has his team going, has his team behind him. This team has really bought in, Kyle, to what Coach Foster has really come in with his type of charisma after being here in the 90s, leading in the 90s with Robert McDougall, a 3-time undefeated team for 3 years in a row. An amazing accomplishment by him to come back and recreate that tradition again with this team and last year's team.
Robinson's going to take it, and he's tripped up at about the 35-yard line. That was number 8, Travell Smith.
Great job here by the Chaparral defense, but as we've said, that offense got to put some points on the board, that especially at least get some first downs, because that defense for COD is eventually going to be very tired, especially since that COD offense is not getting first downs and keeping the COD defense off the field and trying to give them a little bit of a breather there. But we'll see if the COD defense can stay strong and hold Georgia Military Institute to not scoring any points the rest of the game.
And that handoff is to Robinson, and he's fighting the pile and moves it up to the 50-yard line. And that's going to be enough for a first down.
Bulldog carrier number 2, Javon Robinson.
Javon Robinson, as Mike said, the commit to Auburn. Actually, you said that he first committed to Auburn, then he decided to go to Georgia for a couple of years?
No, actually, he was at Auburn. He was a commit at Auburn. I think he had a little bit of trouble with some grades and had jumped down to Georgia Military, and he's done great here, and it looks like Auburn wants to take him back, and he has agreed to go back there because he's committed this year after this season to go there again. It looks like a little play-action pass, and a great hit by Brian Hansard. Great hit right there. Man, that man knows how to come up and go to the highest point with that wide receiver for the ball. I love how he plays, man. He's called a no-fly zone. That's what his nickname.
Yeah, that receiver looks like he's on the sideline taking a breather, because he got popped in the back as the ball went jarring loose. No way for an interception, it's a holding called against Georgia Military. That's the bonus, Mike.
It'll be a 10-yard penalty.
Very big bonus, Eric. And I'm loving how this defense is playing. I wish the charisma could transfer over to the offense and give them a little bit of something, Kyle, because I'm telling you, we need all the juice and energy we need to stick up with this Georgia Military team.
Brian Hansard, nice play there. He's a big guy, Eric. I mean, Mike, 6'2". Sometimes you see cornerbacks being that 5'10", 5'11" range, but he's huge. So, and when he sees a big 6'5" receiver, he's not going to be intimidated because he's got some big size himself.
Handoff is to Jordan Brown, and he's going to get wrapped up in the, and he gets away, but number 5, Thad Little, takes him out of bounds.
Number 9, Jordan Brown, knocked out of bounds.
Good job there by the officials, not blowing the whistle. He was hit out of bounds, but the hit started inbounds, so good job there by the officials, not calling a penalty for unnecessary roughness.
Correction, 2nd and 18 for the Dogs.
Got 2nd and 18 there. Let's see if this defense can stay strong. It's a long second down here. Don't give up too much yardage. Help out your offense. And, you know, especially if you're the defense, you got to be tired. So try to get off the field and not allow a first down here.
2nd down and 18 now. Ball is at the 42-yard line. Tyler Herman winds up in the shotgun formation with 3 wide receivers and 2 men in the backfield. Herman takes the snap. Herman gets some pressure, and it's overthrown. The intended receiver was number 8, Demetrius Letman.
Yeah, it's going to be tougher for Georgia Military to complete passes because, as we said, that was to Hansard. They're trying to pick on him. I don't really understand why they're trying to pick on him, especially for those little high throws, because Hansard's got some size himself. Those aren't. You're just not going to throw over the top on him because he's a big guy. So you're going to have to be a little bit more creative with the play calling on passing downs.
Letman is about 1 inch over him, but Hansard's not letting him have it. Herman takes a snap. There's some pressure. And it's complete to Julian Williams at about the 44-yard line. That was Trevon Coakley.
Good job by the COD defense, knowing where the first down marker is, not letting the receivers get to that first down marker. You want to get a 14-yard gain, that's okay. But it was 3rd and 18. It was 2nd and 18. 3rd and 18. Not 3rd and 14.
They're going for it here. 2 men in the backfield, 3 wide, man in motion. That's number 8. And Herman's going to take the snap. It's complete to number 14, Emmanuel Bird. And COD pushes him backwards. That was number 2, Josiah Daly. And the Bulldogs are going to turn it over on downs.
Well, the COD defense has been great. The defensive line and the secondary, Mike, which do you think is playing better, or do you think they're both playing excellent?
The secondary's really been on point, Kyle. I love how they're playing, really coming up hard, hitting these wide receivers, letting them know what's going on, letting them know where they're at and where they're out on the field. I'm telling you, you're at College of DuPage, and we're going to a quick break right here at College of DuPage College Game Day. I got you.
You guys are doing awesome.
Thanks.
How do you like my play-by-play?
I'm not hearing you. I'm hearing them.
Mahoney drops back. Pass is complete to Quentin Jackson, and he's wrapped up at about the 42-yard line.
Thanks, Kyle.
As you see right there, that was another little screenplay, another little short pass, Eric, as you see right there, made by Zach. Hey, but we got to keep on getting, after these short passes, we have to start getting gains on these plays. We have to start making plays after the catch. We really have to keep our feet moving. So let's see what happens here. Great run right here.
Ellyn gets it up to the 40-yard line.
By Ellyn, great run. Put his shoulder pads down. That is a big boy right there. Ellyn is about...
What a run by Ellyn as the chaparrals are finally starting to move.
Ellyn is 6'2", 235. About as big as Janard Robinson. And I'm telling you, that boy, he puts his shoulders down. He's not someone you really like to hit at times. Another pitch play to him. Runs to the outside, runs over another player.
And he's down at about the 42, 43-yard line. Ellyn is doing a great job in there. The freshman running back, the transfer from the redshirt freshman from Joliet Junior College.
Yeah, and he looks really good today, Eric. Reminds me a lot of Mike Tolbert. Not a lot of speed, but a lot of strength, a lot of power, just getting through that line and creating havoc for Georgia Military.
Mahoney in the shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers. He's going to take it out. And he slips away. Mahoney's going to take it outside on his own. He gets it to almost to the 30-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. It's going to set up a third down and 3rd down and 3 coming up now for the Chaparrals.
Zach Mahoney showing a little Andrew Luck there, a little hidden speed. Looked like he was going to get sacked, but finds 4 yards there. And Andrew Luck, one of your favorite quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike?
He's definitely, I would say, in the top 10, but my favorite quarterback is Drew Brees from the Saints. That man does his thing, and I love how he makes choices on the field. He reminds me of Zach Mahoney. He has a little bit of aspects in him as Zach Mahoney pitches it off to Ellis on a little bit of trickery play right there. And the ball goes loose, but looks like COD got it back.
And it's a slight loss on the play. It's going to set up a 4th down here. It's decision time. Foster, you either kick a field goal, go for it, or kick a field goal, or you punt it away.
Yeah, they really got to make a stand here. Their defense has played really well. Try to reward them. Go for it here. Try to get a 1st down. Give your defense a breather. The field goal is probably not an option because they missed an extra point earlier in the game. The punting game hasn't been there. Special teams kicking isn't there, so let's go for 4th down here.
Money in the shotgun. Play action fake. He's gonna get it to the outside, And the pass is complete to number 34, Kristen Ellison, up to the 18-yard line. But there is a flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play, and it's a holding against the Chaparrals.
And it's a holding, call against the Chaparrals. They're going to have to try it again here.
Well, he had extra time in the pocket, Mike, but if there's extra time in the pocket or the running back got a big gain, chances are it's a holding.
Always, you're always right there, Kyle. It looked like Zach tried to do a little Johnny Manziel doing a little flip play to the running back, but it worked. It worked out. But it looks like now we're going to have to go back to our punting situation of like how you just talked about, Kyle. It really hasn't been a big thing for us today. This win is really kind of taking effect on our punting game and kicking game, but hopefully we can get something down to where so we can go into halftime, really try and keep the score at 6-14 with the Bulldogs still in the lead.
Austin Ringes is going to punt it away here. He seemed to have redeemed himself earlier after setting up the Chaparrals with inconvenient field position. The Bulldogs look like they're lined up for the block. The low snap, and he kicks it up. It's a line drive kick. And he fair catches it at about the 15-yard line. Good punt by Ridges.
Very good punt. Eric, we're going into 30 seconds left in this first half. We've seen a very good first half, Kyle and Eric. We love what we've seen. Great excitement, great atmosphere from the crowd to the players on the field. Great hitting. And what do you think we're going to see going into this second half, Kyle? What do you like? What are some dislikes you might see? What do you think the team should build on or adjustments?
Well, I know that the running game hasn't been there, but you got to give it one last chance in the second half. Try to put your pressure off your quarterback. Your quarterback's doing all he can, but when the defense knows it's pass every play, they're going to do those zone blitzes, some quarterback spies, and just Mahoney doesn't have enough time, or he doesn't have anybody open down the field to make passes.
Herman hands it off to Jordan Brown, and Jordan Brown bounces it off, gets it out to the outside, and he gets it up to the 30-yard line.
Ball carrier number 9, Jordan Brown.
And there's a Chaparral helmet on the field as the hits just keep coming.
Of course, in college football, the clock stops with a first down, so not saying it's going to happen, but if Georgia Military gets another first down here, then we could maybe see the field goal team get ready for a field goal kick. Of course, they need a couple more. They need a couple more first downs before that happens. Timeout on the field. You're listening to a live broadcast of COD football at Bob McDougall Stadium.
Thank you, dear. Well, you're very supple. It's like I was at your age. Back then, I was a sex expert. Used to call me the buttered biscuit. I know about birth control, too. So you can ask me anything, baby.
Bedsider.org has birth control information and a lot more. And it's...
Have you had sex in this car yet?
And welcome back to Bob McDougall Stadium here in Glen, Ellyn, Illinois. The score currently is Georgia Military 14, College of DuPage 6. They're with 22 seconds remaining here before halftime. Georgia Military with the ball with a first down and 10 at about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, first and 10 for Georgia at their own 30. You would assume they're going to do a running play here, but you know, your defense has played really well. It's still only a one-possession game. So Georgia, it'd be nice if they could sneak 3 points on the board before halftime.
DuPage can't let that happen. That will be a huge momentum blow if they can get Georgia Military down to a fourth down and having to kick it away. Hand off is to Robinson. And Robinson is wrapped up at the 30-yard line for no gain on the play.
COD defense wasn't fooled there. Shotgun formation, but you know it's probably going to be a run because Georgia does not want to throw an interception there. So nice job by the defense, staying in their gaps, making a nice tackle, and not letting Robinson get into the secondary.
And they're going to let the clock run down. And it is halftime. Your score is Georgia Military 14, College of DuPage 6. Mike, what is something that you don't like? I already mentioned what you like. But what don't you like?
What I really don't like is that cannon. First off, I'm pretty sure it's going to go off about 2 more times. But what I really don't like is this scoreboard is what I see right there. And the cannon again. But what I really don't like is how it's 6-14. We had a lot of miscues that really shouldn't have happened. We came into this game ready to go, started off right, ready, clicking on all cylinders, and we kind of let it get away from us. We kind of let them get in their comfort zone and everything like that. I'm telling you, a team that's in, like Georgia Military, 16th ranked in the nation, you have to keep them on their their toes. You have to keep things disguised, and you have to be physical, and you have to be ready to come in and be ready to play. But as we'll come back with a short break on College Game Day at College DuPage.
Get your ass out. You're not sitting here.
Yes, I am.
Move. Give it to him hard.
No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why are you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how.
Oh,
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
All right, and we are live here at Bob McDougall Stadium in Glen, Ellyn, Illinois, where the score currently is Georgia Military 14, College of DuPage 6. I'm joined by my sidekicks, Mike Laifenhagen and Kyle Smith. Kyle and Mike, it is great to be with you.
It is, Eric, on this great day. I love how it's been going. COD is down 6-14 at halftime, but they have played a great game starting of this first half. As there's great atmospheres, we had tailgating going on, we had great festivities, free food downstairs, going into this amazing homecoming game, Kyle.
Yeah, it's been a great atmosphere today, like you said, Mike. Free food, tailgating. The only great thing is the score. Not a great thing right now, but COD is only down 8 points, so a touchdown, a 2-point conversion will tie the game. Eric, what do you think it's going to take for COD to get back in this one and tie it up?
Well, first of all, they've been disciplined, which is a shocking surprise because they're ranked 57th in the nation in penalties, and that is from best to worst. And they've been disciplined, but the problem is their special teams, and also earlier missing the extra point and that blemish by allowing on the first offensive possession of the game for military that they allowed Jordan Brown to scamper away for a 78-yard touchdown run.
They did, but after that, Eric, the defense has played strong. Even though they did have that first interception to start off the game great for their offense to score a touchdown, they have started with the game with turnovers, getting to this quarterback, making it hectic for these wide receivers to try to catch the ball and making it hard for this quarterback to make reads, to make completions so that Georgia Military can move the ball down the field.
Well, Mike, I've seen promise. The offense is decent, moving the ball decently now. So hopefully those adjustments can come into the second half where it really counts. Since DuPage kicked it off in the first half, they're going to receive it here in the second half. That is where it all really counts. Agree, gentlemen?
Yeah, I got to agree with you there, Eric. But as we said, we got to put points on the board. COD's done a good job of driving down the field, but they got to get inside the red zone so they can help out their kicker, give them a nice, easy field goal. And of course, if you get inside the red zone, ideally you'd want to score a touchdown, but put some points on the board, help out COD, and try to ease your way back into this game.
All right, and that wraps it up here. You're watching College DuPage football on College Game Day.
Mother Nature can be very powerful, but she does have one weakness. For every plastic bag or candy wrapper we produce, she takes 10 to 20 years to recycle. For every tin can we make, she takes 50 years to break down. For every soda or beer can, Mother Nature takes 100 years to return back to the earth. A glass bottle takes 500 years to break down to sand again. But a plastic water bottle will stay as it is unless you recycle. Now you have the power.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play, what you wear, how you dance, or even what direction life takes you. You just need to be there. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. They just need you.
Hi, I'm Michael Laifenhagen today at College Game Day at College of DuPage with a former alumni here, Jackie Desir, played D-tackle here for College of DuPage last year with me in the fall when we went to Syracuse for our bowl game. How you doing today, Jackie?
Doing pretty good. Seeing my team play today is pretty good.
Good, good. What time did you get here? What time did you get here for the game and everything?
I got caught up in a little traffic, so I got here a little late, so about 1:40.
1:40. Did you see a lot of the first half?
No, I didn't see. I saw the end of the game. I mean, the end of the half, but
yeah,
looking pretty all right.
What'd you see about the defense? They're coming along. They're still playing good.
They're coming. They're holding it down, but offense definitely needs to take over and get this game going for real.
How you feel like Zach's doing? You remember we used to play against him in scout team and everything like that.
I think Zach's pretty good. He's pretty young, but he's gonna definitely get it together and get the team in the right direction. Get us to a bowl game.
Yeah, always. Our old defensive coordinator, Coach Pass, is now the OC offensive coordinator to offense this year, and we loved how he did it with the team last year on defense. How do you feel like he's doing with calling offensive plays and everything?
Oh, yeah, he's definitely doing better. They're putting up points. You know what I'm saying? It's not like last year. We stalemating a lot of people. So they definitely just gotta get past and run it up pretty much.
Good. You staying for the second half, Jackie?
Oh yeah, definitely. I want to see that cannon go off a good 4 more times.
Oh yeah, you're gonna hear it a lot. It goes off at the end of every quarter and every touchdown.
Oh, for sure.
So don't get spooked off about it.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm a big boy. I got my big boy pants on.
Oh yeah, he's a big boy. We miss him out there on the field. I'm pretty sure they miss both of us. And he's gonna stay for the second half. So here on College DuPage and College Game Day, Michael Ellyn and Jackie Desir, thanks for coming out, Jackie, and back to you.